Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with the continuation of my last Mage run. We beat a Druid pretty soundly in the first game. In the second game, we played against a Paladin. I was on the back foot the entire time. I was holding on to Flamestrike the entire game, but he played maddeningly well. Playing around Flamestrike and having the perfect answers to everything I dropped onto the board. It was just one of those annoying Hearthstone games. I had Archmage Leonidas, and he played Equality and promptly killed it off. I put down a Taunter and a Berserker. He played Avenging Wrath, which hit both of my creatures as much as it needed to kill them. I had an Arcane Missiles for his turn 1 Knife Juggler, and of course I lost the coin flip, so nothing went my way that game. Nothing whatsoever. Up against another Mage, Char Subao. Alright. Always exciting in the mirror match. This is a terrible opening hand. Please, can I just get a good hand? That would be nice. Give me my Amani Berserker. Give me my Harvest Golem. Alright, well, that's acceptable. That is acceptable. Now, I do have one more request. Please, no Mana Worm Coin Mirror Image. I might just have to concede if she does that. Thank you for just passing the turn. That's a good sport. Alright, we got our end game here. And ready to go. Now we just need to survive for a bit.
If I roll need.
Well, Loot Hoarder shows that she has not a pretty bad draw, because it is, of course, just going to die right now. I'm sure if she had anything better to play, she would have. So she spent 2 mana, and I spent 2 mana. She cycled a card, but I had nothing better to do, literally, so the fact that she had a Loot Hoarder for me to munch on was perfect. Just going to use that to kill off my Berserker, making the Defender of Argus a little bit unimpressive. He's coming down just a turn late. Fuck my life. Well, I'm not going to waste him. I think he's a bit too good to waste, and I have a bunch of 6-drops. So that's great. Another unfortunate beginning for Papa Boris here. Could not top deck a playable card to save my life.
I hope you like my
Novice Engineer. Alrighty. And Mana Worm. Oh my god. It's not quite worth fireballing. Can't really ignore it either. So we'll try the Arcane Missile, see what happens. Alright, well. It hit the wrong creature twice. Story of my life. Story of my life. Well, I got 2 6-drops coming, and she hasn't really put any pressure on, so if she has another unimpressive turn, I might be able to get my way back into this. Fen Creeper, that's alright. That is alright. I could fireball it, but no. We're gonna go ahead and play. I think I actually could use the extra damage more than the spell damage. So this ogre threatens to kill the Fen Creeper. Let's see if she has a fireball or a polymorph for my ogre. Oh, she has something. Of course she does. Of course she does. Oh my god. Today might just not be my day, folks. It just might not be my day. Well, I can't play the Archmage and hero off this worm. I really want to get that worm off the table here, so we're just going to do this. Play a Panther. And sure, let's play a Leper Gnome. It's pretty much 1 mana for 2 damage. It might make her use up 2 of her mana to ping it off. So be it. That is worrisome. I'd like to have Flame Strike here.
Someday I'll be just like
Oh my gosh, that is worrisome. Oh my god, are you goddamn kidding me? Well, at least I won the coin flip and they didn't kill off my Panther, but man, that was not good. Well, Flame Strike would be best, but since I don't have Flame Strike and since I can't play Arcane Intellect with Blizzard, we're just gonna have to settle for Blizzard. Yep. Let's ping this, and let's just do this before anything more bad happens. So I'm just fighting to stay alive, but the issue is she's got a lot of cards. I haven't been able to kill off that many of her cards. Is she seriously gonna panda that back? Oh, she's gonna do that. Lame! Oh my god. I just can't stay in any of these games. Stampeding Kodo kills nothing! Yay! Alright, well... I could play Archmage next turn and then Arcane Intellect afterwards to get a Fireball. But I think I need to do this right now. I need something good to happen to me. Flame Strike, can't quite play it, but it will kill off his team next turn. So let's play Novice Engineer for another card.
You like my invention.
And okay, Stormwind Knight, I will do this because I need to try to limit how much damage she can deal to me. She's got 12 damage and I'm at 18 health. I think I actually need to do this, wrong as that feels, because that reduces by a significant margin the damage she can put out. I mean, I'm basically in burn range here. She can hit me down to 11, and then I'm a fireball or two away from death. Oh boy. Ouch. So I can Flame Strike, but the damage has been dealt. She's hit me extremely hard, and now I'm just like a fireball or two away from losing. Oh no, well now I am literally a fireball away from losing. At 7 health, fireball plus hero ability will kill me. So actually just a fireball will kill me. Or a frostbolt or whatever. So that's not good. Well, here comes the Flame Strike. But it's a bit too little, a bit too late. I'm finally in a situation where we have equal cards and I'm alright on the board, but 6 health against a mage is practically a death sentence. And there's the fireball to finish it off. I'm not going to say well played. I'm pissy. Okay, so we're at 1 and 2 as a mage. Bit of an embarrassing place to be. Lost the mirror matchup. The 2 losses that we had were absolutely crushing losses that like weren't even remotely close. So that does make me a little bit sad. I think my draws could have been better, but I want to point out, in that game I had the Imani Berserker. That could have been a fireball. Had it been a fireball, I probably would have been in even worse shape. So that's why it's important as a mage not to have too many spells. I think like my curve is, you know, it's not great, but I do have a lot of 3 and 4 drops that I just haven't been getting. My hands have always been like, you know, Archmage, Blizzard, Archmage, Ogre, Flame Strike. Like, it's just, I don't have that much endgame. It's just all been showing up in my hands. So, I think we're fine if we can just get a decent draw, like a normal average draw. Doesn't need to be spectacular, just normal. Not this! Not this! What the hell? I have so few things that are at this mana range. Come on, game. Work with me here. Meet me halfway, a quarter of the way. Oh, geez, what is this crap? All right, well, we have a curve, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's obviously not, like, particularly impressive. There's a Kobold Geomancer I haven't seen in years. Ah, Mirror Image, that's nice. This actually is really good with the Archmage. It's a spell, and it'll give me a fireball if I have him out on turn 8, but I'm not gonna save it for that, of course. Getting it out now so I can play my other stuff in peace, I think is worth more to me. Oh, geez. Okay, so that's a little bit scary. Novice Engineer, well, I think that's more important than pinging this.
You like my invention.
Alright. If I can avoid using the coin next turn, then this might drop on turn 4 as a 6/6. Lightning Storm, wow, that is a pretty aggressive Lightning Storm. I mean, it will kill everything, but it only killed a Mirror Image and a Novice Engineer. And the Novice Engineer replaced itself, so I don't know if that was a good move. I'm gonna play the Silvermoon Guardian here. Try to kill off this Geomancer before it is too late. And he only has 2 mana this turn because of the Lightning Storm. So this could have been a Nightblade. I don't think I regret that. 3 damage would not have made a difference in any of those games. Well, it would have actually given me some security against the Druid, I suppose. So he will voluntarily 2-for-1 himself. Okay, so he's used a Lightning Storm against a Mirror Image, and then he 2-for-1 against the Silvermoon Guardian. I feel like I'm in pretty good shape. And he's going to go down another card because I'm just going to kill this Voodoo Doctor. So this is looking really good. Archmage, well, if there's one thing I cannot complain about in this run, it is the fact that my Legendary has been showing up like a baller. Get it? Baller, because it's Fireball. Anyway, but It's so expensive, it's hard to use unless I'm doing alright on other battlefronts. Well, here's where Nightblade would be better. I could just play it without any doubts, and it would deal 3 damage, I guess. Here I will play my healer Yeti, which technically holds up against his board. I have more cards than he does, and my creature trumps his. Now, if he has buffs or something, he can change that equation, but for the most part, okay, that'll work as well, I suppose. Oh, Kobold Geomancer would be so good right here. Please? Oh my god! Okay, that was pretty good. So we'll do this, that, and the other thing. That was a good top deck. I believe I only have one of them in the deck, so that was pretty sweet. Fairy Dragon, well, if he doesn't buff it, my Geoman or flip a taunt, I can kill it. He does not flip a taunt.
We must
but he has a
cleanse
buff.
the sun well.
Yeah. Cone of Cold is interesting. With spell damage, it would not quite kill the Fairy Dragon, and I could not finish it off because it's untargetable, but it will kill the Totem and the Shattered Sun Cleric. Blizzard would kill everything he has, but that would be all I do this turn. I'm gonna do it! Well, hang on. I could use Cone of Cold and the Geomancer itself. What would I do with the rest of my 3 mana? Arcane Intellect? No, I'm just gonna Blizzard. So, we're playing Control here. I mean, he's got 3 cards to my 5. And I've got a little dude on the board already, so I feel like I'm in pretty good shape.
I am master of magics.
Oh, wow. He has a lot of spell damage. Frost Shock, okay. So he didn't need the spell damage totem to be able to kill off my Geomancer there. Alright, well, I could play the Archmage and just hope. Or I could play this and make that, which would be a 5/5, which is good against his board. The issue there is that he's got +2 spell damage, so it's not that difficult for him to kill a 5/5. He just needs like a single lightning bolt. I could play Vaporize, which would kill off the Dalaran Mage. We'll do that. Let's Vaporize. Play the Panther. And ping this Wrath of Air Totem. Pass the turn. So he really can't kill this except for with Lightning Storm if he wants to do that again. Totem. Alright. And Earth Elemental, well, that is pretty serious. Oh god, that's actually really serious. Damn it. A Lightning Bolt for 5 damage to the face. Alright. And the Vaporize will kill that off. See, here's where I really want Vaporize. So I can kill off this Earth Elemental. Well. Earth Elemental. It's a pretty good card. It must be noted. Well, this would be silly. It would just die to the Earth Elemental. I'd like to play him and then Arcane Intellect, so at least I'd get a Fireball, but that would require 10 mana. I could play Cone of Cold to freeze this.
What to do?
But there's no way to play Cone of Cold and the Archmage in the same turn, because that's 11 total mana. So what I'm going to do, I think... If the Earth Elemental hits Water Elemental, it'll be at 5 health. This plus Hero Ability will finish it off. Okay. I'll do this. And actually, let's just go ahead and do this.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
So I think I'm okay because he's out of cards. If you've ever heard me complain during the game that like someone has too many cards, this is what I'm talking about. Like imagine if he had 5 cards here, he'd win the game easily. But because he only has 1, I actually have a chance at clearing out what he has and coming back to win this. Alright, so this is apparently some kind of a conditional card. Can I afford just to play the Archmage and Arcane Intellect? Well, I think so, because I can actually kill this thing, and then he doesn't have much else going for him. Says, we'll do this.
You require my assistance.
More spells, good. So I do need to use my Frostwolf, unfortunately. My Panther is less valuable to me than my Elemental. I would have preferred to kill a spell damage totem, but can't have everything you want. So let's see if he has a Hex, which is what he needs for the Archmage. Even if he does, this still gave me a Fireball, so I'm okay with it. He's got it. Of course. Oh no, Fire Elemental. Well, he can get me down to 4, down to 3. Is this a Lightning Bolt? Is this a Lightning Bolt? That is the question. Is that Lightning Bolt? It is not Lightning Bolt. Yes. Well, that is fan-fiddly-tastic. So, I could play Flame Strike and kill everything, but I'm going to do a little bit of a cheekier move, I think. I'm going to play Cone of Cold instead to freeze his stuff. What this allows me to do is play other things, so I can now play the Defender of Argus, for example. Swing for Great Justice. And I could play Frostbolt for another Fireball. He'll be at 13 health, and then the double Fireball will kill him next turn. Actually, I already have 2 Fireballs. So yes, we'll just do this. And he has to get healing, or else he's dead to Fireball, Hero ability, which really should not be able to target opponents. And of course, I also have a 4-7, a 3-3, and a 6-4 to deal with, and his team is frozen. So he knows he's dead, or he should know he's dead, even if he clears my board, simply because he knows I've cast at least 2 spells with the Archmage. So he knows I've got 2 Fireballs. Well, anyway, yeah, let's just go ahead and get the kill there. The endless Fireballs. It's like the endless noodle bowl at Olive Garden, except better. I have to say, this is probably like the worst that anyone has ever done while having Archmage Leonidas in their Mage Arena, so I feel a little bit embarrassed that this run is going so terribly, but as you can see, the deck can perform fine, but that opponent played a little bit suspiciously. That Lightning Storm was, I think, a bit premature, and it helped me later on that he didn't have it. So we're up to 2 wins. Love to get up to 3 to be, you know, average. That would be great. Even if I can get to 4, I'd be just delighted in this particular run. Up against another Paladin. Last Paladin just wrecked me. Magic is the name of this one. Man, this Defender is unimpressive. I'll keep a Frostbolt in case he plays Knife Juggler or something. This stuff needs to go. Where is my Harvest Golem? Do I or do I not have a Harvest Golem in this deck? Why hasn't it been showing up? Oh god, I've got nothing to do until turn 4. Well, let's hunker in. See what our top decks can do for us. I might have to just play that for the warm body. Coin into Loot Hoarder. Interesting. Well, that's actually profiting me because I can kill the Loot Hoarder and I've gained the coin, essentially. Why does this bug happen? I've gained the coin, so now I can curve out 3, 4, 5. These are all very resilient creatures, difficult to remove. So this guy has a good chance of being a 6/6, actually.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, well, we'll let him keep a creature on the board. Notice how it's a little bit less scary because since he's used his coin and he's only at 3 mana, I know that none of the good Paladin 4 mana cards are coming out right now. No Hammer of Wrath or Silver Champion, Blessing Kings, none of that.
Get in there and fight.
He's actually going to do that, though, which is interesting.
Not on
Oh my god. Wow. Wow. That was like the best fucking thing he could have possibly had with 3 mana. That's insane. Well, we'll do this. And just play this guy. Could have played a Geomancer and pinged off the Abusive Sergeant, I suppose, but this guy's good enough. He can take these things on, and maybe even something bigger. I cannot believe his Abusive Sergeant and Argent Protector. My lord. Okay. I think I'm gonna ping this off. And I don't see much reason to Vaporize, because he's going to be attacking into my creature anyway. Unless I Vaporize and run into the Yeti, but either way it's a 2-for-1. So we'll just play the bear. And we're going to remember to kill for lust. Okay, so that was a really fucking amazing third turn. I should be doing, I mean, I could be doing a lot better now. He handled my golem with aplomb and panache. By the way, that is why you don't let paladins keep creatures, in case you were wondering. Like, they can do pretty ridiculous things with those Argent Protectors. Okay, well, I would like to play the Frostwolf Warlord, but I don't think I have the luxury to. I could play the Kobold Geomancer, Frostbolt. Oh, that's perfect. Yes, this is what I'm going to do. Kobold Geomancer, Frostbolt, Arcane Explosion. Clear his board. Alright, we're cooking now. The stove is on. The smoke detector has been disabled. We are cooking. He's got 6 cards to my 5, soon to be 6. Which is fine because I was the first player, so I should be a card down. He's going to kill my Geomancer. Oh, what the? Oh, is he going to play Consecration now? I don't even care. Actually, I do, because that means my Frostwolf Warlord has to wait. But whatever, man. You spent 2 cards to kill my 2 cards. That's fine. I don't need the spell damage. But you know what? I'm going to play this because I'm going to try to bait out any humility effects that he might have. This is definitely worth humiliating. So then my Ogre could come in and rule the day.
The gates are open.
Okay, I wish I'd played the Ogre. Ah, Jesus. Well, balls. Alright, I think my move is clear here. We gotta do the Ogre. And use my overpowered hero ability to finish off the Lord. This being at 1 health, and not such a big deal. And next turn, if these guys both live, I can play the Stormwind Knight and then the Frostwolf Warlord and have him be a 7/7.
I am the blade.
So yes, I'm definitely glad that this was not a Nightblade. I think that it's worth it to try to make this thing work.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, we're starting to turn it around, people. We're starting to turn it around. We're gonna play this.
Stand ready.
Gonna use my Stormwind Knight to pick off the recruit. My Archmage has done his duty. I'll kill off the Priestess. Swing with my Ogre. Alright, now he needs 2 to humiliate 2 things, which is unlikely. It's 5 cards to 5, soon to be 6. I got up a card ahead. I got Blizzard here to freeze his team and keep on attacking. Life looks good. All that he can really do is play like 2 Peacekeepers or something, and, well, I guess he can also play more taunts.
What does the future?
And otherwise, I should be in pretty good shape. I could play the Blizzard, actually. And I will. Yes. Well, I don't want to let this live, but I don't want to waste time attacking it either. Okay, we'll do this. I'm gonna kill the Lord. Pick off this dude. Swing for 7. 7 is still pretty good. We'll drop that guy down and vaporize. I guess I might as well throw it in. I kind of wish this were actually a mirror entity. It would be a lot better. But just because it's a secret, it might make him sweat and play crappier creatures than he would have otherwise, because he's afraid of it being mirror entity. Alright, so he tests for mirror entity with something small, and then plays something big. Well, this would have been the correct way to do it anyway, because it uses less mana for the Sea Giant. Now, what's interesting here is unless he plays some kind of humility or something, I mean, he is dead. What? Oh, he's giving my guy Divine Shield. And conceding. Okay. Yeah, because I had 13, 15, 19, 20 damage there, and that he couldn't interfere with. The Magic Paladin goes down. Well, that was actually a good win. So I had my curve there. I had, like, you know, 3, 4, 5, and the Geomancer plus Arcane Explosion were really good. Man, Arcane Explosion is super good with any kind of spell damage, because you're dealing 2 damage across the board for 2 mana. It's kind of like a Consecration, but for 2 mana less. It's nuts, is what it is. So we're average. We're up to 3 wins. Love to be above average. Love to keep my streak going of not getting below 4 wins too often. Let's see who our next opponent is. I'm excited. Later today, I am flying to San Diego to visit my friend Anchi. Hogs Go Ham. Okay, that's a good name. So I'm not gonna be able to make runs for a while, but don't worry, I'll still be posting videos. I've recorded ahead, so I'll just be posting stuff I recorded earlier this week while I'm over there in San Diego. It's cool because I live in Madison, Wisconsin, so I essentially get to skip a week of winter by visiting her. This Kobold Geomancer, sad as it is probably going to have to drop on turn 2 just to put a warm body on the field. I hope he doesn't have a coin play or a turn 1 play. Not a chance! When is the last time Papa Boris caught a break? Actually, I have caught breaks. I got Archmage Leonidas. That was a pretty good break. as far as breaks go. Leper Gnome! Good of you to show up not at all on time. Alright, I'm going to play him. I think the Geomancer is valuable enough that since I have a reasonable alternative, I'll do it. Now, of course, you can hero up and kill it, but that's still like a 3 damage bomb for 1 mana. And that causes him to waste 2 mana getting rid of it. So it's like a better than a Sinister Strike. Granted, Sinister Strike is pretty bad. Elven Archer, are you kidding me? Who plays with Elven Archer? My god, why would you put that card in your deck? Well, I guess it was good for him. And now he coins out a Fairy Dragon. Ugh. A load of baloney nuts. Now I can't even play Vaporize because this fucking Elven Archer is here. Alright, we're gonna play this. I just hope that he doesn't have a Shattered Sun Cleric. He's used his coin, so I'd like to just trade this for the Fairy Dragon, kill this later sometime. Call it a motherfucking day. Ugh. Elven Archer, are you serious? In fairness, Elven Archer is not unplayable. Trump calls it doesn't do enough to justify being a card. I think it's a little better than that, but it's still such a bad card and so rarely chosen that losing to it is annoying. Ah, this is a timely arrival. Let's do that. For sure. There are a lot of good cards you could play here. That is one thing I was thinking of. So this will be good for at least 2 cards now. Granted, one of them was the Mark of the Wild. He's actually ignoring me. Interesting choice there to ignore me like that. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Vaporize and ping off the Archer. And I'm going to just not attack. So, I mean, if he wants to attack into me with the Acolyte of Pain again, he's welcome to it. But he really should attack my Water Elemental, as is right and proper.
Where shall I strike?
Alright, so is he going to attack into me? Oh, that was a mistake. My opponent is making a strategic blunder. Once he saw this wasn't Mirror Entity, he had to think of Vaporize. That was a huge risk, so he just lost 2 cards. He lost 2 cards for pretty much nothing, which is kind of a big deal. I could attack into this and live, and then play the Silver Moon Guardian and try to finish it off. And in fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this. I'm going to save this Fireball for something else. We'll use the power of the OP Elemental. Now, why did I ping it? Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have just pinged his face. It's unlikely that this damage will matter because both my creatures hit for 3. You never know, though. He might have like a Shattered Sun Cleric or something. Or he might heal it up. Swiping me is a decent choice because it pops the Divine Shield, gets the Water Elemental down to 1 health, and then makes it so that he can finish it off himself. Fair play. Fair play. Well, I could play I could trade and play the Archmage, but I think I'd actually rather do this. This gives me really good board presence, so that ping last turn actually does matter because it means I can play the Bear this turn. So he's still going to be frozen from that Water Elemental, so he can't finish this off right now. And anyway, there's a Taunter in the way. A second swipe would be good. It would kill off my Bear and my Knight. But if he spends over half of his mana swiping, that just means I'll have less on the board to deal with the Archmage, who's probably going to drop next turn. We'll see.
Behold the might of storm!
Interesting. Well, I think the Archmage will have to wait. I think it's much more important to do this. This is a really giant threat, and I can ignore that Stormwind Champion and just swing at his face. Okay, so now he's in a lot of trouble because if this guy actually gets to attack, he's down to 8, down to 1 if the Geomancer's alive, and then he's dead. So, like, he has to be a little bit careful. And that's also, you know, just ignoring all of my other creatures. So he needs some pretty heavy interference on this turn, or it's over. Molten Giant is not going to do it unless there's a Sun Fury Protector. Sun Fury Protector would have been Ace McHotshitson, giving his 6/6 and 9/9 taunt. As it is, he's just going to lose now. So, swing, Swing. Swing. I don't even need my fireball. He's just dead. So this was an irrelevant last turn Molten Giant, but it wasn't free. It was just irrelevant. 38 is Mage. Wow, I guess I must have played Mage a lot. I haven't been playing it like at all very much in the last few weeks. So to be that high, that's like one of my highest classes. In our post-run ritual, I'll try to remember to go to my stats page and see how many class levels I have. I wish that stats page showed you more stuff, like what your win percentage is, or what your record is with different classes, and that kind of stuff would be so cool to see. I think StarCraft 2 keeps track of your stats pretty well, so it'd be nice if Hearthstone did too. Okay, our next worthy opponent is gonna be somebody. Warrior. Delizzi. It sounds like Italian for delicious. Mwah, is Delizzi. Anyway, that was terrible. I'm really sorry. So we're gonna keep our 3-drop and 4-drop. I hate being first here. Although being second wouldn't be much better, actually. I could coin this on turn 2, but then nothing happens on turn 3. So yeah, we're just gonna pass on the second turn, which is never my favorite thing to do. But luckily I'm a mage, so if he does have an aggressive start, I'm a little bit more naturally resistant to it than other classes are, because I can ping off things with abandon. Wild abandon, even. He's got nothing on turn 2. Ah, Geomancer, good of you to show up. And yes, I think the Warm Body is better than the potential promise of the future spell damage. Fiery War Axe. Well, that's alright. So this will get to kill the Geomancer and half of the Golem. But there are definitely times where I am more aggrieved to see that card. I may not even necessarily play the Defender. I may play the Stormwind Knight. Depends on how frisky I'm feeling and what he plays. Oh, he has his own Harvest Golem. 2 motherfucking Shay. 2 motherfucking Shay. I don't know what the best way is to deal with this. This is actually pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is actually a really good answer. Now, I just hope he doesn't have coin Kodo. He hasn't used his coin yet, I don't think. No, he still has his coin. Coin Kodo would be really sad. Oh my god. Is this actually going to be a Kodo? No, Arcanite Reaper. Ah, okay. Well, that's fair. That's fair. So he's going to hit this with 1 tick of it. Use the Golem for the other. Now, I hate playing this Kodo and killing the Golem off, because then the Kodo will just die to the Arcanite Reaper. But, I mean, what other options do I have? Instead of using the Kodo, I could use the Stormwind Knight. But then the Kodo might not have a good target.
What to do? What to do?
And I'm also using less mana if I do the Knight. I really don't want to lose the Kodo, though, because it hits for 3. Let's do the Stormwind Knight. So we'll use our damaged Golem to break it. We will use the Knight to finish it off. And we'll pass the turn. We'll see if he uses the Arcanite Reaper against this, or not.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
He is. Okay, well that's fine. So by that little finesse, I've managed to have a superior creature stick around. My god! I mean, I'm not complaining, but every game this guy shows up. Every single one, I think, or almost. This is quite improbable luck that one particular card, which happens to be the legendary, would be the one that shows up all the time. Does he have an execute? Motherfucker, that's really annoying, because I was really hoping I could kill this thing. And, oh, never mind, he's just gonna hit it and not kill it. Okay. Sure. Well, I could play the Archmage and trade off the Weaponsmith. Then he'd have 3-5 damage, not enough to kill it, he'd need some kind of help, like a slam or an execute. Or something. I could play Blizzard, but then I can't finish this thing off. That would be a little bit sad. I could play Flame Strike just to kill them both. Or I could play the Defender of Argus and kill this thing and have 1 health to spare. I almost like the Flame Strike here. It feels greedy not to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna Flame Strike. So, it's not like mind-blowingly good, but I did get 2 cards for 1. This axe can't kill my Kodo. He needs like an Argent Commander or a Wolf Rider or something to get that job done. And now, I can still put Defender of Argus on this the following turn, unless he has a Whirlwind? Is that what it is? Elven Archer! Are you kidding me? Twice Twice in one run, I got Elven Arched. Ah, Boulderfist Ogre is actually unimaginably perfect. So yes, I do catch breaks sometimes. This is a huge threat, and I may be able to do what I did previously, which is play this on turn 10 and then the Arcane Intellect right afterwards to get some card advantage and a Fireball.
I've got a huge
He's gonna shoot it, and does he have an Execute? He has Execute. Balls. Balls to the walls, Dickens. Well, Archmage doesn't look very good right now because these guys combined deal 6 damage, and he only needs a little bit of help to finish it off. Silver Moon Guardian, well, I have to admit, that is a pretty good top deck.
shall not fall.
And in fact, let's just stop waiting around. Let's play the Defender of Argus. So it's a 4/4 with Taunt and Divine Shield. My opponent needs a Silence to really deal with that effectively. If he does have Silence, then... Are you goddamned kidding me? Seriously? Seriously. Honest to fucking God. That's ridiculous. Well, now the Archmage Arcane thing doesn't look as good. He's got a 6/6 in play. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. Blood Knight? Seriously? Oh. Hearthstone sometimes. Hearthstone sometimes. Of course it hit my creature, because of course it did. Alright, well the good news is it hit this once, which is kind of a big deal. It means that I can play Blizzard. And ping this guy, and then finish him off next turn, unless he has more pandas. Man, that Gnomish Inventor getting to play again is really frustrating, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna whine. That's what you do. Seriously, Blood Knight? Blood Knight. I just am in utter, abject disbelief. Alright, let's see what we got here. My top decks have been pretty good to me so far. I could play this and that, but he will just die after giving me a single Fireball. He's at 20 health because he's a warrior, so I'm not really close to burning him out. I think I do need to ping this off. Then, of course, the bear isn't that impressive in front of this Berserker, so maybe I will use the Arcane Intellect to see what I get. And we're gonna kill this. Play the bear. And the Berserker behind it. Oh man, this game. I can't believe how badly it went. Maybe there was something different I could have done during those early turns with the Kodo and stuff. Oh, Cruel Taskmaster. Honestly, seriously. Are we gonna do this? Is this what we're gonna do? Is this what we're gonna do? I guess that's what we're gonna do. Gorehowl! Oh, no, no, oh my lord. It just doesn't stop. Maybe I should have played this Archmage when I had the chance. Not you, the other one. So, it has 7 health, the score howls at 6. Alright.
Are you ready for this?
We'll do this. I've used Blizzard and Flame Strike. I don't have any more cards like that.
Drink with me,
Oh
friend.
my god, he's gonna do that again? Oh my Jesus fucking lord. Ball sacks. That's all I have to say to this. So he's gonna kill off my Archmage. Very smart. I think all I have is Cone of Cold that can, like, bind me anytime. He's back down to 14 health, or 16 health after whacking me a bunch of times. Vaporize is not impressive. Well, we gotta do this here.
You require my assistance.
He can kill it with what he already has very easily. But at least I get a Fireball. And then Vaporize will kill one of his creatures. So, something good is happening here.
Tazdingo! Yes!
You know, I don't think I played to my outs correctly. I Fireballed his Frothing Berserker, but if I had another Fireball right now, I could actually kill him. But I don't have any more Fireballs in this deck. I have just the one.
Like my invention.
This is not looking good. He's ahead of me on cards. I've used up my Ogre, I've used up my Archmage, I've used up my Leonidas. I think I'm just out of steam here.
The light protects me.
I think this is actually correct. It takes his creature off, leaves my creature on.
Oh, if you're sure.
Lets me deal more total damage. And I'm threatening 8 damage right now, so he's in a little bit of a tight spot. I mean, I'm out of cards is the main problem. I've already used Arcane Intellect, I've used Fireball, I've used everything. I've used everything I had. Yeah, he's gonna kill that thing. Smart, smart, smart. So how good are his 3 cards? That's the main question.
Blood and
The answer is they're pretty good.
You gotta be.
They're really good. Ah, shit. Well, I need to do this. This.
You're sure?
This. I just need to break through. He's got 10 damage here. Needs to be careful, though. Really can't leave my... I don't think he can leave my Panther alive. He can armor up to 8, but then if I draw Frostbolt and he leaves my Panther alive, I'll win. So he is wisely killing off my Panther. Or he's torn, but he really should kill it, because if I draw Frostbolt, I'll win. So he can't leave my Panther alive. He can't let me have an out to Frostbolt. Or like Argent... I mean, he doesn't know that I don't have these things, but like Argent Commander, Reckless Rocketeer. Wow! Interesting. I guess he thinks his odds are better. Oh, he's gonna hit me. Well, that's pointless because he still takes the damage then. I don't think that's the right move. Because if he is gonna kill my Panther, he should use it with his creature. So Frostbolt would win me the game here. Mirror Image does not work, unfortunately, because he kills one with the Berserker and the other with the axe, and then the Vengeful Mercenary gets the kill. Yeah, I needed a Frostbolt there. I don't think I've seen it so far. Had a 1 in 8 chance of getting it. I don't think my opponent misses what's happening here. Yep, he sees it. So we make it to 4 wins. That's good. That's top third. It's actually like top 34% of Hearthstone players. So top third, roughly, a little bit more than the top third. So it's pretty good. It is a little bit embarrassing that I only did that well, you know, with an Archmage. Generally, if you get that kind of luck in a Mage run, you should do a lot better. But whatever, we'll take it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and or subscribe. And if you want to stick around for the post-run rituals and to take a look at my private stats, then let's do this. So what do we get for 4 wins? Well, we got our money's worth, that's for sure. 85 gold for 4 wins. That's awesome. I will take that very happily. Let's look at our pack. I feel like the rewards now are much more in line with the skill/luck required to get all the different levels. I believe I have all those cards. I don't. One of those commons was new. Does Blade Master trigger Frothing Berserker? Yes, it does, because he takes damage. So one of those commons was new, actually. Which one was it? Oh, I bet it was Unleash the Hounds. Yes, I actually disenchanted my Unleash the Hounds to get the 40 dust after they were changed. Because I was a little bit greedy, I suppose, and I figured I wasn't going to need them anytime soon. Plus, you know, I can always enchant them. I don't lose anything by doing that. Mirror Image, golden, nice. He's about to lose an arena run, but those Berserkers were good. They sure are good. Frothing Berserker's a good card, folks. So, oh no, I missed the grand occasion of breaking my 1000th arena win. I just totally let that slip by. Whoops. Well, I've gotten over 1,000 wins in the arena. That's pretty cool. My levels, everyone's above 30. Hunter is the lowest. I've been playing him a lot, and Warlock. That kind of makes sense. And I guess I have played a lot of Mage. That's the highest one. I used to play Mage a ton back in the day, and I played a lot of Mage Constructed, I guess. So yeah, everyone's in the 30s. I think something's supposed to have exciting happen when you get to 50, but maybe Blizzard hasn't implemented it yet. And let's take a sneak peek at our next arena. It's going to be Warlock, Shaman, or Hunter. These all seem somewhat recent. I'll probably do Warlock or Hunter. So that'll be it. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'll see you tomorrow. Till then.